Welcome to Leadership Labs. I'm Louise and Maurice, leadership mentor and founder of the Academy for Holistic Leadership. We are continuing with my Get Results Confidence Coaching Framework. When you hear me say client, I want you to imagine the person or group of people you lead and apply the training to your real-world leadership situations. Let's continue. In Lab 1, you learn a real-world case study that reflects a challenge leaders face every day. To protect privacy, the case study is reenacted using an AI avatar based on a real-world leadership scenario. All the resources I mention in this professional training are free and linked in the description below. Let's get started. In this section, we are going to focus on session number 6 of the Get Results Confidence Coaching Program. Now, we've been moving through all of the sessions and you're getting familiar with the entire setup. We first start with people, then the physiology, then we look at the process, the procedures, the phrasing, as well as performance. As we continue on with this course, I'm going to be sharing with you pricing, promotion, talking about your professional development as well as your ongoing personal and professional development. But for session number 6, in the next lecture, well, as we continue on with this lecture, we're going to meet a sample client. And I've been sharing with you, you've been hired by a company. And you're going to go in and work with their team. And working with their team as a confidence coach, you are going to be meeting them for the first time. And they're a little apprehensive because they don't know you, you really don't know them, and they are sharing with you a lot of information about what is happening. But your role as a coach is to listen. And as you are listening to this sample client, I want you to be keying in on what is their core belief. As they are talking, can you determine what their core belief is, what they believe to be true about themselves? Let's listen in.
I'm trying to get on that team, the one that handles the project. You know, the project everyone wants to be part of. I've been looking forward to it ever since I started working here. Honestly, that's all I've wanted. To be on that project, to contribute, to prove myself. It's a big deal. There are celebrities involved. It's high profile. It's important. And I keep thinking how amazing it would be to say I'm working on that project. But then the doubt creeps in. I don't think they see me as good enough. I don't think they believe I belong there. And when I look around, when I see who's already on that team, I tell myself I don't measure up. I'm not skilled enough. I'm not confident enough. I'm not enough. So even though I want it, even though I've been waiting for this chance, I doubt it will ever happen for me. Not with the way things are. Not with the way I see myself.
Were you able to determine what our client, what his core belief is? Yeah, as he was talking, I doubt that they'll see me as good enough. And when people are doubting themselves in any area, I doubt that they'll like me. I doubt that they'll think I'm good enough. I doubt that I'm competent enough. Anytime that word is linked with a phrase, it gives you insight into the core belief, what people really believe to be true about themselves. Now, as you were listening to him, as you were watching him, do you do you get the sense that this sample client is confident? The way that he held his body, the way that he talked, the way that he projected his voice, all of that comes across as he's not very confident. And this is where you as a coach your ability to understand people, not just what they are telling you, but being able to listen between the lines, being able to read their body language. And it's not to analyze them, psychoanalyze them. That's not the purpose. Your ability to read people and to be able to understand them helps you to determine what the problem is, where the coaching session needs to go. Now, obviously, I have mapped all of this out for you, but even within the questions that I have provided for you and the techniques, and as we go through the steps of this session, you're still going to have to connect with the uniqueness of each client that you are coaching. And it becomes a bit of a challenge when you've been hired by a company to go in and work with a team, or maybe you are a manager and you work with a team. And each team member, they're unique. They have a unique set of underlying core beliefs, the maps, inner maps, mental maps that they have been framed with and programmed with, all of that, it's all different. And your being able to understand people helps you to determine the problem, but determine the questions and understanding, what happened? And should you care? Do you know? All of these questions as you're moving forward. Now, in the next lecture, we're going to look at the physiology as well as the neuro-linguistic programming, the technique that we're going to use. Let's continue. In this lecture, we're going to focus on the physiology, give you some insight, as well as the neuro-linguistic programming, the technique, the procedure. Now, this is where the physiology, in his book, The Biology of Belief, Bruce Lipton talks about the core beliefs that children have of themselves, that their early programming has given them. And they see the world around them and the way that they interact with that world and what they hear their primary caregivers saying to them all of the time. It gives them that core belief. And that core belief is held in every cell of their body. So you see this image and the scan, the brain scan, gives you that sense that this is what the brain has been programmed with. And we know that the whole purpose of the brain is to keep us safe, survival. And that's where if it can, not gonna, okay, so I have to prove myself, have to prove that I'm good enough, have to prove that I fit in and I belong. But sometimes it becomes that self-defeatist belief, well, I'm not good enough, so I doubt that. And that's where, again, that word gives you insight into their core belief, because it's that core belief that's going to determine their behaviors, their actions or inactions. And when they don't believe in themselves, that is the basis of their confidence. So if their confidence is lacking, it's because of this belief. And this, again, I love that book by Bruce Lipton, The Biology of Belief, because it's so clear and apparent, and all of the studies that have been done. Now, this is where, with neuro-linguistic programming, mental rehearsal. Now, mental rehearsal, I like to just call it mind movie, because that mind movie that people go through in their heads all of the time are just repeating that belief. And when we listened to our client, you have a really good understanding of the mind movie that he's playing out already. And he hasn't even allowed himself to do anything different. It's just the script that keeps playing in his mind, and the script based on not good enough. And this is where, with the mind movie, getting a different picture, getting a different set of circumstances and scripts that can go into what he is thinking about all of the time. And mental rehearsal will allow people to do that, and your clients will learn a way to do that as we continue on. I'm going to share with you an online resource that makes that very, very easy. All right, in the next lecture, we're going to focus on preparation, your preparation as a coach, as well as the preparation for the client. Let's continue. Thank you for completing this Confidence Coaching Leadership Lab. Every skill you practice here strengthens your ability to lead with clarity, confidence, and grounded presence in real-world situations. If you'd like to continue developing your human-centered leadership and coaching skills, you'll find additional resources, leadership labs, and professional training. Links in the description below. I appreciate you being here and investing in your growth as a leader.